Turn your book to page 306. It should say thinking at the top of the book. Or the top of the page. Just that book. No, ma'am. As a repeat, thinking is the way in which we process information. That's how we organize it, understand it, and communicate it. What happened? It's in your book. Let me see it. Another word for thinking again was cognition. One of the words we learned from our video was concept. Who remembers what concept was? How we group things in our mind. So if I tell you to group the desks that's in the classroom, how would you group them? What would your concept of these desks be? No. Are all the desks the same? No. Are all the desks the same? Look at the desks. No. So you could group them by the color, how the chairs are. They got the same material. Pretty much. Well, okay, the material. If it has the rack at the bottom or not. That's your concept. And what was your prototype? Your best example of something. So if I tell you to give me your best example of a cat, what would you say? A black cat. A hairless cat. So your prototype is your best example of whatever it is that you're talking about. That's your prototype. Okay, so past thinking, we was linking thinking and problem solving. What's the connection between thinking and problem solving? You have to think to solve a problem. And that is problem solving is the process of cognition that occurs when a goal must be reached by thinking and behaving in a certain way. That's your problem solving. And the connection between thinking and problem solving is you have to think in order to solve your problem. Meaning you must, if you want to find your best solution, you have to keep an open mind. Okay, so we were looking at strategies for problem solving. Our video gave us 3 strategies. I add an additional strategy. What was one of the strategies that we got from the video? Algorithm. What is algorithm? Your step-by-step process. If you're following each step every time, then you should always achieve your desired outcome. That's your algorithm. Somebody give me an example of algorithm. Baking a cake. What else? Building a bookshelf. Give me one more. Math. What's a formula that you have in math? PEMDAS. PEMDAS. So if you're following every last one, you start with your parentheses, move to your exponents, do your multiplication, your division, your adding and subtracting. If you follow those steps in the order every time, you should achieve your desired outcome, which is the correct answer. Your other strategy was heuristics, Chris said. Heuristics. Heuristics is your mental shortcut. That's you trying to basically take the easy way out. An example I give, if I tell you to go do a paper on the godfather of psychology, which is who? Wilhelm Wundt. If I ask you to write a paper on him, instead of you following all the steps of going to find a book or looking online to find the information yourself, you go and Google a paper about him, switch some information and turn it in. That's your mental shortcut. Or if I give you a math problem and tell you to solve for X, instead of you following the steps to solve for X, you're plugging in numbers until you find the correct number or the correct answer. So that's your heuristics. What was the third one? What's an example of insight? It's your light bulb moment. They said aha in the video. But and I refer to it as your light bulb moment because your insight is when the answer all of a sudden comes to you. So I could give you a problem and you could know the answer, but at that moment it's not coming to you. Then all of a sudden it hits you like this, a sudden moment of it coming to you. That's your, they say aha moment. I say it's like a light bulb light switch going off and it comes to you. What was the fourth one that I added? Trial and error. Okay, trial and error is the fourth strategy. Go ahead. Trial and error. Trial and error is when you're trying solutions until it works. You're trying different solutions one after another one until you find the one that works. So we have algorithm, we have insight, we have heuristics, and we now have trial and error. So those are the four strategies that we're looking at when it comes to problem solving. Bless you. Okay, so then we started talking about obstacles to thought. We looked at obstacles to problem solving. What was one of the obstacles that you got from the video? Confirmation bias. What was confirmation bias? Hold up. Politics. Okay, hold on. Say what you said, Maya. Looking for things that confirm your thoughts. What'd you say, Terrence? Looking for things that support your ideas. So you're basically with confirmation bias, you want whatever you're looking at to confirm whatever you're already thinking or believing. Like Chris said with politics, if I'm Democratic or Republican, I'm going to watch Fox News because I know the information that they're going to present is going to be something that supports what I'm already thinking. And that's what I'm using to solve my problem, and that becomes an obstacle. What was one besides confirmation bias? Fixation. Okay, and fixation had two up under. What were the two that they had on the fixation? Mental state and functional fixedness. What was under functional fixedness? What does it mean? You're looking at one function of something. So if I give you a stick, functional fixedness is when you're looking at only one function of something. One function. You're looking at one function of the object. You got it? Okay. So if I put you on an island and all you have is a pile of sticks, what's the first thing you're gonna think you could do with the sticks? Make a fire. So if that's the only thing that you're thinking, then that stops you from solving any other problem that you have. Because let's say you're deserted on this island, and what else can you do with these sticks besides make a fire? Just play stay still. So you can catch fish. You brush your teeth. You brush your teeth with a stick, but okay. Rashawn is different. I've heard you can use it for shelter, and then somebody said you could try to put them together for a raft. So, for, I said a pile of sticks. It's other things on the island, but I'm just saying a pile of sticks. The first thing that came to mind was making a fire, but you can do stuff outside of making a fire. So that's functional fixing. Then your mental set. What was your mental set? How we see the world around us, but also mental state is whenever you have a problem, you use a certain strategy to solve a problem, and then you get another problem, you're continuing to use the same strategy because it worked for you the first time. So if you're always using the same strategy, what are you doing? How does that present an obstacle? your mind is not open to trying anything different. So if you're stuck and then one thing isn't working, you're not open to trying anything else. So you're stuck on that problem. We had creativity. What was creativity? Y'all should have had it. I don't think y'all should have lost this particular. And nobody else did. Every other class had it. It wasn't on the video, but I told you. Creativity is the process of solving problems by combining ideas or behaviors in new ways. The process of solving a problem by combining ideas or behaviors in new ways. By combining ideas or behaviors in new ways. Or behaviors in new ways. That is creativity. The process of solving a problem by combining ideas or behaviors in new ways. Under creativity, you have two types of thinking. You have a convergent thinker and you have a divergent thinking. Convergent thinking is your more logical way of thinking. Convergent thinking is your more logical way of thinking. It's your more logical way of thinking. Someone who is a convergent thinker believes that there's only one solution to a problem. I didn't finish the convergent. That is. What did you not get on that one? So you got that they think that there's only one solution to a problem. It's the more logical. You got that is the more logical way of thinking, and they believe that there's only one solution to a problem. Convergent thinking is when you think there's only one solution to a problem. Listen, convergent thinking, Brianna Rock. Convergent is when you think there is only one solution to a problem. Examples of these is if I were to give you a multiple choice test, you'd read the question and you would have to narrow down your solution. I mean, you have to narrow down your choices to find the best possible solution. So with convergent thinking, you're going to have a list of solutions, but you're going to narrow it down to find the best one because you believe there's only one possible solution. Does that make sense? You looked up. Does it make sense? Okay. Divergent thinking. This is your most creative way of thinking. These type of thinkers, they're going to use as many different solutions as they can. They're open-minded and willing to try different solutions. They're open-minded and willing to try different solutions. That's fine. So remember the difference between the two. With conversion, you looking at one possible solution. With divergent, you're open to trying multiple solutions. Okay, so what I'm going to do, get into groups of four. More than okay, so what we're going to do, listen, once you move into your group of four, what I'm going to do, we're going to do a review of what we just went over. There is a red button on the side of your buzzer. If you push the red button, you can make a sound and then let it go until it beeps. Your sound should play back. That will be your buzzer sound. I think, cause some of them ended up getting erased. No, but I'm saying you can change is what I'm telling you. Break off into your group so I can see your group. Okay, I need the name of your group. Yeah, I need y'all to come up with a group name. That's fine. What's y'all name? Brianna, what's y'all name? Chris, what's y'all name? Johnson. Watch your mouth. The Jackson 4. I need a name. I'm hungry. Pretty lady, which one? You either hungry or I'm hungry. Okay, Asia, what's your what's your name? Johnson, Chris, what's your name? You gotta switch the whole. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you scenarios, or I'm going to give you a definition, you have to think of what the answer is based off the information that we just took. Yes, you can use your notes. However many points that you get is going to be the number of points that you get added to your test when we finally take the test. What is that note? Y'all got your phone. That's your buzzer? Okay. Y'all got a noise on y'all? Okay. And y'all got one. Okay. We're gonna start with an example. If I say Siamese. Yes, Trey. What is the answer? If I say Siamese. If I say Siamese. Oh. Yes. What is it? Michaela, what's it? I need the answer. No. Yes, look at your note. It's a prototype. I'm giving you my best example of a cat. I'm saying Siamese. So that's a prototype. Okay. If every time Miss Marshall took the kids outside, someone got hurt, she now believes that taking them outside is too dangerous. What kind of obstacle is this? Yes. Nope.
Wait, let me get another try. Confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias. Because every time somebody goes outside, they're getting hurt. It's confirming her thought. We ain't even talk about that today. I said today. We didn't talk about it today. But we're doing, no, listen. Every time they go outside, somebody is confirming what she's thinking. Yes, but I'm about to. Let me do it in another way. Okay, next one. If I think that I can only use a screwdriver to tighten screws. Functional fixedness. The question was if I believe that I can only use a screwdriver to tighten screws. That's functional fixedness because I'm only thinking of one way I can use a screwdriver. Okay, what is the way in which we process information? Yes. Thinking. Thinking is the way in which we process information. What is the process of solving a problem by combining ideas or thinking in new ways? Creativity. Another word for cognition. What? Did y'all switch off? Did you change it? are having entirely too much fun. It was to just review your notes. Okay, so this is if I am going to continue to try the same problem solving method because it worked the first time. Yes. Mental set. And then I added to it is whenever you try a method, if it works for you, you gotta continue to try it. Look on page 314. Yes, ma'am. No. I was saying that if you tried it and it worked the last time, you continue to use it whenever you have a problem. That's your mental state. Okay, you ready? Aha. Hey, honey, I gotta hit the button. Mama. We have to. I'm gonna give you this point, Karen. But I'm telling you, y'all have to press your button. Go ahead. Okay, this is the way in which we group things together in our mind. Concept. Watch your mouth, Brianna. Okay, this is the way. Did you hit the buzzer? This is when a goal must be reached by thinking and behaving in certain problems. Why can't we be by himself? Okay, this is when you're going to try something until it works. This is when you're using a step-by-step guide. Yes, please. Algorithm. It's out here. Okay, try sitting it down and eat. This is your mental shortcut.
Man, mine didn't work. Heuristics.
When you almost beat through the dish. Give it to It started out late. Okay. If I say Dalmatian, yes. No. If I yes, yes. I'm gonna give them the both of them. Another word for thinking is
Carly.
Cardi. Let me see your buzz.
We gonna get one extra offering to tell girl. I miss you, bro. Yeah. It's not off late. No, we pressing that stuff. We starting off late. We ain't going. Give us another point. This gonna be our one point to art. Okay, you made a fail. You made a fail. I don't know. Just make one. Yeah, I ain't got no good sound. You didn't tell me you were doing this.
Brianna, sit down, right? Okay, I'm finna list four strategies. The four strategies. I want you to tell me which one is missing. Listen, I'm about to list the four strategies for problem solving, and I want you to tell me which one is missing. Heuristics, trial and error, insight, algorithm. I didn't give it to you.
No. Are you sure? Yeah, we not sure. No.
If I decide that I'm going to watch ESPN because it confirms what I am thinking, what is this? Confirmation bias.
I didn't hear your buzzer.
Nah, y'all didn't press that buzzer this time. I guess that's what we gotta do. In order to solve a problem, you must. Yes. I heard it. Go ahead. Yes, think. You remember when I said at the beginning we was talking about how the problem solving and thinking is connected? Y'all said in order to solve a problem, you must think. This type of thinking requires having an open mind.
We heard it first. Convergent. You heard she said divergent.
Both y'all wrong. It's open to the two groups in the back. This type of thinking requires you have an open mind. Yes. Y'all group. This no. Divergent. Hey, creativity. Y'all I know what you said. She said conversion. They said conversion. They said creativity. And he hollered, he just pressed because he was hungry. You just try. You just try.
No, I said that as a no. Oh my God.
Okay, this is the last one. I'm giving y'all the bonus. You gonna get a participation grade. Would you stop? Listen carefully to what I'm finna say. This is something that we just talked about the other day that we did not discuss today, but you should have it in your notes. This is when you're placing someone in a category based off certain characteristics. No. Representative Felicity. Oh, shit.
Don't be saying stuff.
He already had. I already knew it.
Okay, so this is the thing. I tell y'all to break off in groups. Don't nobody want to move, so I have to group y'all how y'all see it. Well, then you can't complain about your group. So, A plus wins with A plus have 9 points. Four has 7. Humble has 2, and I'm hungry has 1. They get 1. No man. What you mean now? Okay, so the vocabulary to the chapter is on the board. You need to spend the remainder of your class period writing down the ones that you do not have. They are in the book. If you look, it's not that many, I promise you, because most of you already have. Okay, in the middle. Think and vocabulary in the middle of the board. Oh yeah, I mean those are from the whole chapter though. Some of them you don't have.
Did you, like I said, the last time you told us to write it, are these the same ones?
Them new words. Thinking, you got thinking, you got concept, but you got mental images. I can't even see. That's what when we were gonna do the brain unit. We hadn't got to that yet. I had to go out of order. Yes, ma'am. In the middle. The words in the middle. Most, these words right here. It's 3 rows of words right here. It's some words right here. But most of them you already have. Like you already have things, you have concepts. You have prototypes, you have problem solving, trying to most of them you already have. If you don't want to, you have most of the words, they are in the book. If you look on the left hand or right hand side of your book, it goes in order. I got some for you. So that's fine. That is fine. Well, that's what you're gonna do. Make sure you write your name and date your paper. Yes, I am going to check it. Today's date is September the 26th. Start on page 306. Again, if you look on either the left or right hand side of your paper, of your book, then the words are there in order for you. Most of them you already have. If it has the green check by it, that means that we already went through what you have though. If you look in your book, starting on page 306, those words are there on either the left or right hand side of the paper or the page. Yeah. The ones that has a check bind, I've already given you those definitions. It's the other ones. If you need to get up and take a picture of the words, please do. It's 3 rows in the middle that's labeled thinking vocabulary. Any other questions? If you get to a word that's already marked off that you want to change, because I'm giving you the definition that I'll be using. But if you want to write the one that's in the book, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, put your name at the top of your paper. Yes, I will be checking. Yes, you do have time to complete this before the bell rings. You do. You got time because it's not that many up there. But you have time. Name at the top. I will be checking. Put the date. Put the date. The date is September the 26th. Yes, you can type it. Yes, Cam. No. The ones with the checks are the ones we already had. Without the check, it's not that many. I promise you. It starts on page 306.
Oh, it's only 14.